But to be honest with you, the hardest part about the speech was always writing the introduction. Mainly because I didn't want to do the cliche groom's lines and couldn't trust myself to do it without a Borat accent slipping through, as I introduced Lucy as my new beautiful wife. The story of where Lucy and I met each other, let's say, again, might be a little bit lost on the older generation as I slid into her DMs on a Sunday afternoon. Direct message.
Yeah. Instagram, can you say Instagram?
It's an Instagram thing, all right. It's just a message, all right? A WhatsApp, if you like. Little do people know, Lucy and I first met in Manchester. I would say it was love at first sight, but looking back at the photos, it's tough to make that case. Particularly from Lucy's point of view. I was wearing a Manchester Medics V-neck maroon jumper and had a genuine beer belly. Lucy, on the other hand, looked amazing. But I think we can say we made an impression on each other.
So, George and Lucy, the church shares your joy and warmly welcomes you together with your families and friends. As today, in the presence of God, our Father, you establish between yourselves a lifelong partnership.
I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, George Peter McMahon, do take thee, Lucy Emma Brown, to be my lawful wedded wife.
I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Lucy Emma Brown, do take thee, George Peter McMahon,
To be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful wedded husband.
We had to start at the beginning. So I met George, he was back at university, and every time I used to walk to Sainsbury's, I used to walk past his halls of residence, and George would be outside with a can of lager and a cigarette, just watching the world go by. And he'd just look at you and go, all right. And I was like, all right. And that was that. And we kept doing it, and that was that. 6 months later, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have a can and a fag with this lad.
Some weeks ago, ladies and gentlemen, I received an email from Lucy. Subject: Daddy's duties on wedding day. Number 1, accompany me to the car and go to the church. Tick. Walk me down the aisle, and she's told me this a number of times, do not tread on my dress. I think we achieved that. Number 3, give me away. She's all yours.
When we finally met, we had 5 minutes before her train, and despite it only being 5 minutes, it would go on to change everything. Lucy had my attention from the moment we sat down. I have absolutely no idea what we talked about, but I was already sure that I wanted to see her again. And I see now how quickly everyone grows to you. It took 2 seconds for my parents to ask more about you than they do about me. But behind the amazing, kind, caring person that Lucy is someone who's smart, determined, strong. But above all, and no matter how much I might love Lucy, I love how much Lucy loves me. And so today marks the best decision I've ever made in my life, to get married to my best friend.
And all that remains for me is now to basically wish you both a long and happy marriage and all the luck in the world. I would like to propose a toast, everyone, if you could all be outstanding. To the bride and groom, Lucy and George.
be my little one, and I love you with all my heart. You are very lucky to have George as your husband. George, you are very lucky to have Lucy as your wife. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in joining with a toast to the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. George McMahon.